So dear friends, here now we're going to see how and where to find an internship. First of all, I'd like to state the difference between externship and internship. Here in externship, you work under a professional in a concerned field. This means, for suppose your skill set is artificial intelligence. So you're supposed to work under a pioneer in artificial intelligence and you learn by observing what he does. That is what is being done in externship. Usually they are unpaid. That means the company doesn't pay anything for us for doing this because it's our own work that we have to learn from the pioneer, right? It's a great thing that we are learning from them. So they doesn't pay anything. But there are instances where we have to pay for them. So there are instances where we have to pay for them. Pay for the example, I've seen some of the companies that where we have to pay for them and we have to learn from them. In externship, you usually observe and learn from a professional, right? This is what is being said. And you won't be assigned any projects as you get in internship. That means in externship, you just observe them and chaperone them and you learn from them. That's it. And they don't pay anything for us. And there are some instances where we have to pay for them, but you don't get any projects also to work further as you get in internship. In internship, you get assigned to some work. That means you have to perform some task. And after the completion of task, you get some rewards too. And what are those rewards? Rewards like LORs, letter of recommendations, that means, and stipend, that means pay for your work. And next goes on flexible work hours. People have to be very careful about this also. Flexible work hours means we can work in our free time. That means it's our wish. When to work is our wish. When to complete the task is totally depend on us. It's not like there are no fixed timings that you have to work from this time to this time. So this is very important that you have to check before joining an internship. So here we saw what's the difference between externship and internship. Now let's go further. Here, where and how to find these internships, right? We have our main focus is internship, right? So where and how to find this internship? First and foremost thing is through self-research and referrals we can find internships. This means there are two ways in finding an internship. First one is self-search. Second one is referral. Self-search means we have to go some of the websites and we have to apply there and we have to get an internship. That is one way. And referral means there are our friends, right? Like they refer us to some of the internships there, some of the companies. For suppose my friend is doing some internship in IBM, you guess. So he may refer me to there. So that comes under referral, and this comes under self-search. So in self-search, there are three kinds of internship. Not only in self-search, in referrals also three kinds of internship. First is post-paid internship. Second, prepaid internship. Don't think it as post-paid and prepaid mobile recharge. It's not like that. And unpaid. Right. First one. Post-paid internship and unpaid internships. Like these kind of internships you can find at Internshala, Intern Theory, Let's Intern, Engineers Connect, Dare to Compete. These all are websites. These all are websites where you can find the internships. What kind of internships? Post-paid and unpaid internships. What is meant by post-paid internship? Now I'll tell you. What is meant by post-paid internship is that we apply for internship, we get selected, we complete our internship. After completion of these 3 steps, the company pays for us for our work. This is post-paid. After completion of our work, the company pays for us. And prepaid is exactly opposite to it. So the company first give training for us. Company gives training. And we do some projects. For this whole work, we have to pay for them. So here there is no selection process. No selection process for this. Means for prepaid. For postpaid, there is selection process. We have to apply for internship, we should get selected, we have to give interviews, and we have to complete the internship. Then the company pays for us. And what is unpaid? Unpaid is that you don't pay anything for the company and company doesn't pay anything for you. So this is unpaid. So here, postpaid and unpaid internships you can find at Internshala, Intern Theory, Let's Intern, Engineers Connect, Dare to Compete. There are very fewer websites I have mentioned here because I follow these. I personally follow these. That's why I mentioned these websites here. There are ample of websites. Still, I trust them. That's why I gave here. And some of the trusted, let me erase this thing. So here, some of the unpaid internships, but these internships are very good. First is Inside Sherpa. This website gives very good internships. That means a virtual internship experience, work experience from Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, like that, KPMG, like the topmost companies. You get the virtual work experience here. Here you don't need to pay anything. You don't need to pay anything. No pay here. Company doesn't pay anything for you and you don't need to pay anything for company. So this happens at Inside Sherpa and Suven Technologies. And this is my favorite because here we do some projects and we get the projects are after completion of the project we submit it to the company and that is evaluated by the AI machine there, and after the completion we get the internship certificate from them. This is really very nice. The person who are doing web development or coding, who wants to do web development internships or else coding internship, this is superb. This is unpaid, but still you get a lot of experience from this. Okay, next, IBM interns. This is also very good. I personally like this. That's why I've mentioned here. You can learn about all the IBM technology here. by doing some internship. They don't pay anything for us, and we are not going to pay anything for them. So friends, these website links I am providing you in the description. So do check there and open those and you try it for yourself. But in the upcoming videos, I'll be explaining you about each and every website. Each and every website, how you should apply, how to apply, what is interview procedure, what kind of internships available, each and everything I'll explain about all these websites. And if you know any other websites other than these and which are very trustworthy, then you can mention in the comment section below. Now let's move on to the further slide. What do you require to do an internship? Very important, very important, this thing you have to know about this. And the topmost thing is your patience. Just a second. Your patience. First of all, while you apply for internship, you need to be very patient. Why? Because it's not like you're not well known that they take immediately when you apply for the internship. You get so many rejections. You're not hired, not selected. These kind of tags you get in the progress of your application. At that time, you need to be very patient. No need to get disheartened. Next, time. Friends, when you can sacrifice your Netflix timings or your time pass, you do some time pass in your day, right? When you can sacrifice that, then you go for internship. Otherwise, no. When you can spare some time for that, then you should go for that. Otherwise, definitely you should not. And on an average, every internship takes at least 2 hours. So you have to have some time and have some relevant skills. And this is what the major problem is. People don't know what their skills are, first of all. So explore your skills. Explore your skills. And when you're going to mention your skills in the resume or in the internship section, like where they ask you to mention your skills, you no need to have 100% skill in that mentioned field. For suppose you are a Python programmer, to apply for this internship, you no need to have 100% of this skill. If you just have 50% also, you can go for this internship. Because internships are meant for that. You have to learn from them. That's the reason. You can go with 50% skill also. Okay. And next, interest in the role. Some people go for just pay. For suppose you're not at all interested in digital marketing, but the pay is very good. For per month you're getting 5,000. Then you go for this. That you don't do it. If you're not interested, definitely don't go. If you're interested, definitely you go, even it is of a less pay also. Because the major point about doing internship is to gain some experience. Next thing is to have some pay. I mean stipend. Okay friends. Now, the fifth point, very important point, is that confidence about your presentation and your performance. This is what lacking in most of the people. So while you get selected for an interview or else while you selected for the internship, be confident about your role. No need to hinder to explain what you want to do. So no need to even think of not happening. So be confident about your presentation and performance, that you can do it. Be with a positive mindset. Right, these 5 are very important according to me and I developed these. And you can also do that. Now let's move on to another slide. I hope you're getting well and not going so fast. Okay, what are the benefits of doing internship? Very important question, right? Many people have this. What is the benefit of doing an internship? The first thing is you get experience. That's what students do internship. The first thing is experience. Because we are going to experience what's going to happen in our future. If you're able to manage those 2 hours in a day, you can manage your job profile also, job area also. So that's what the main benefit of internship is experience you get from them. You get to know how to manage projects, how to do tasks in time, right? And next is pay, that is stipend. Not every internship gives you pay, but still there are many where they can give you the pay, right? And next is time management, very important skill. Time management is that prioritizing the work, in other words. You get to know this, where I have to complete this, how I have to complete this, in what time I can complete this, and what kind of work I should complete. The time management you get from internship is really great. And increase in confidence. This is very, very important. While you start doing an internship, you feel like you're doing something. You're doing something that where your peers are not doing. That means you're doing something that where your peers are not doing. It obviously increases your confidence, right? So this is what I got from my past experience. So do mention what you got from your past experience in doing an internship, right? In the comment section. Okay. Now this slide is really very important. What kind of internships are better to prefer? Postpaid. That means we have to pay for company. I'm sorry, I wrote it reverse. Company pays for us. Postpaid is that company pays for us. You have to pay to company. Right. I'm sorry for little discrepancy. So postpaid is that company pays for us after completion of our internship. And this prepaid is that we have to pay for the company to do an internship in their company. Like Vergio, it's most popular that we get many advertisement from this. That's why I mentioned here. We have to pay here. And then we have to complete the projects and we get the complete internship completion certificate from them. Right, and Vergio is one of them, and Pantech Solutions, one of the examples. I'm giving just examples. And unpaid is neither company nor you pay for each other. Right, you don't pay anything and company doesn't pay anything for you, but you complete the internship there. Okay, now among these three kinds of internship, which is better to prefer? So first thing I'd like to mention here, people say you should never go with prepaid internship and unpaid internship. I mean, I listened some other people saying in the YouTube that you people should not go for this. But what my point of view is that, unpaid internship, that means neither company nor you pay for each other. It's okay. Unpaid is okay, fine, because first you'll get some experience, right? This is far better, no problem. As a beginner, you can go for this. You get some experience first. Experience first. And then you go for postpaid. That means company pays for you because you already have some experience. You'll have some proof that I'm not a beginner. for the role, right? There's nothing wrong as a beginner if you go for the unpaid. And sometimes there's nothing wrong if you go for the prepaid also. You pay and you learn some skill set. For suppose friends, you belong to electronics and communication branch, I mean ECE. You're very much interested in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay. You want to also do some internship also in this. You want to gain some experience also. What's wrong? First you take training and do some projects, complete them and earn some certificate and experience. What's wrong in that? Nothing wrong in that also. But you have to understand which suits you better. Okay, and this postpaid is always the best. This is the best one. Postpaid is always best one. If you have relevant skill set and you're completely ready, I mean at least you're completely ready with 50% of skill, then you can definitely go with the postpaid. No doubt in that. But in order to apply for these kind of paying internships that where the company pays for you, you have to show some proofs that you can do something. In interview, they'll be asking you some questions about the subject or the relevant topics, and then if you could provide some proof like certifications or the competitions you have provided, I mean participated, and projects that you have made, these things have to be as a proof in order to go for this. So there's nothing wrong if you go for any of this, but the best is postpaid. That means the company pays for you, where you get paid for your work. Right. Now this is all about where you can find an internship. Once more I'm saying you, you can find internship on the following websites that are mentioned in the description. And you can follow me on Instagram. I mean, not follow, you can interact with me there. And I've mentioned my LinkedIn profile also. My writing is not that as good as few people maybe, but please excuse me for this. And let's join Telegram also. You can pose me any of the questions that you have here. Right. So friends, last but not least is that please subscribe to the channel. Because that's what the encouragement that we get from you, right? It's a big boost for us that we can give more and more content to you. And thank you for your patience and all the best. And I'll be providing you the most relevant and the precise content that you need exactly. And in the next video of this playlist, I'm going to explain you about all the websites where you can find internships. Find and apply for internship. One by one, each and every website I'll be explaining you. And next, I'll be telling you how you have to prepare your resume. And cover letter. Effective. And next, pro tips for attending interviews. effectively. This is what important. So in the next video, I'll be explaining you about this in video 2, part 2, that means. Right, friends. So that's all for the video. Thank you for your patience, and do you support like this? And it's your Niharika signing off for now.